Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and we give you the non-biased information you can use to hopefully capitalize on the biggest opportunity in history, and that is this current bull run. I've got to tell you guys, I get new projects brought to me every day from some of my clients, and I do research, and I'm constantly finding these hot, and I mean hot new projects. Now, if you own KASPA like I do, and you're bullish about KASPA, you probably want to stack this project as well. Now, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, but I think if you do, you'll come to the same conclusion as me. So I'm going to compare like my fifth or sixth, seventh project to KASPA. Now, KASPA is one that kind of sets the bar in my opinion. You know, during the bear market, I always use H-bar because I truly believe that was a blue chip that you wanted to stack in the bear market. Well, now we are in the bull run. So one token that I use to compare to see if I want to jump into other projects is KASPA. Now, this is not about comparing the tech and, you know, which one's going to outperform, which one's, you know, is better than the other. I compare kind of the way KASPA was launched, the buzz about KASPA, you know, and then we can kind of look at the tech and stuff like that. But mainly what I'm looking for is a project that is similar to KASPA that hopefully can do what KASPA has done. And normally it's a layer one. So what I'm looking at right now is another layer one. Now, this has nothing to do with FUDing on KASPA. I want to make that clear. I think it's a phenomenal layer one, and it could lead the bull run. Who knows? But here's what I do know, and here's what I think I know, is that, you know, KASPA pretty much led the bulk of the bear market. So I think it's easily going to outperform the old blue chips like H-bar, which I love and I own. XRP, XLM, Quant, Link, all of them. And, you know, I've brought a handful of different projects to you guys that I wanted to bring to your attention, and the majority of them, guys, have outperformed KASPA. So it doesn't get any better than that. You got a phenomenal project like KASPA, and then other projects that are outperforming KASPA. And this project I'm about to bring to your attention, I really believe will outperform KASPA. Hey, and if I'm wrong, I own them both. Anyway, hit that like button, and let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, just to bring some stuff to your attention, I did a video comparing Terra to, or Terraxa, whatever it is, to KASPA. A lot of people was like, man, this is no way, shape, or form. Well, guys, it did a 5x like in a day last week. Now, it came crashing down, but that's great because it gives you another opportunity. It shows you how well it can perform. And if nothing else, guys, if you learn nothing else from this channel, take your profits or become the prophet. Now, that is a perfect example. Let's look at what happened last week. So when I did that video like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, if you would have stacked it, let's say you put $1,000 in. Well, one of my rules that I try to teach my coaching clients is when I get a 4X, I take out my initial investment 100% of the time. That's just me. But another rule I have is when I stack a project that pumps really aggressively, like overnight or in 2 or 3 days, I take heavy profits because the probabilities are it's always going to pull back and give you another opportunity. So if you can catch like on Terraxa, If you caught that 5X, boom, take it. But even if you didn't take it, let's think about this, guys. How good is this? If you stack that project and it did a 5X and you just took out your initial investment, now you still have a large bag at zero risk. And now you get to take your initial investment and reinvest it into something else. That's how you get wealthy in crypto, guys. It's not hodling these things for 5 years like the XRP influencers will tell you. 6 years, they haven't experienced a 5X in 6 years. These projects are doing them weekly, guys, monthly, definitely yearly. So don't fall for all the hype. Don't get tribal, and don't fall in love with these projects. Take your profit when you get them. Not financial advice. Anyway, I did another video comparing Celestia to KASPA. Now, guys, when I say comparing, I'm not comparing like the tech and stuff like I mentioned before. What I'm looking for are new projects like layer ones with a good buzz, right? Good story. They're legit, and they had a fair launch. And hopefully they're going to run in the same type, they're going to have the same type scenario as KASPA. That's what we're looking for. Again, Celestia has outperformed big time KASPA, and KASPA's all world. Doesn't get better than that. I want more of these projects, and I'm going to bring every one of them I find to you. I did a video on Neon EVM, compared it to KASPA. Again, guys, I don't think people understand how great these fair launches are for the average person. Now, bear with me, because I understand a lot of times when I read my comments, they're like, man, this thing did a 6X already. I'm not buying it. Well, that would be true if it was like a blue chip, right? Like Link, XRP, HBAR. Once they've done a 6X, guys, there's no buying those projects unless you want very limited upside. But you got to go back and study their history. Go back and study the history of XRP, of Matic, of Avalanche, of HBAR, any of them. That's when you had that VC money, guys. They were buying at like 0.0002, and it ran to a quarter, and they had already, that's like an 1,800%, right? And then it pulled back, and then the average person started to jump in, and we started like at 1,800%. But guys, I haven't done the math on Avalanche and Polygon and all those, but I know that they've done like 20, 30, 40, 50,000%. XRP, last time I checked, which was months ago, had done like a 32,000x for the early investors. So just keep that in mind when you see these fair launch. We didn't get that VC money get in there dirt early getting wealthy. This is a phenomenal opportunity for the average well-informed investor, in my opinion. Now, I bought Sway, or SWE, whatever it is, and to your attention, and I compared it to KASPA. Again, it has outperformed. Now, the reason I tell you that is not to brag about how good those videos were, which are pretty good, but it was just to open your mind. Don't be tribal. That's crazy. Guys, all of these projects, heck, you can own them all. And if they outperform KASPA, wow, you know you're going to do well. Because I truly believe KASPA is just getting started. And if it ripped during the bear market, and it did, I don't think we've seen anything once retail gets here and that KASPA army, starts to tell all the new money, the retail money, what they like. And you're going to see that steady progression, right? It didn't launch and dump. It launched and just kept stair-stepping. So 2 years from now, there's no telling how high KASPA can go. I would be surprised if you've bought KASPA around 10 cents, especially if you got it lower. But if you got KASPA around 10 cents, somewhere like that, a 10x is a bare minimum, but I'm thinking more like 25x. And who knows. It still doesn't have a large market cap compared to like an XRP. Anyway, here's the project I want to bring to your attention. It's another layer 1. Now remember, guys, the old projects have to prove their tech and that they can scale and all that, right? Like XRP and stuff like that. But these new projects like KASPA is still off the hype that it can do it, right? See the difference? And I made a video about that a while back, and I'll leave that link at the end of this. But check out this project, guys, and I highly recommend go to SHIDO.io. That's the project's name, SHIDO. It said, build without limits. SHIDO combines the interoperability of Cosmos development, power of EVM, and the CosWasm, which is, if I remember correctly, that is part of Polkadot's, I guess, whatever it is, language or whatever it is, mechanism. I'm not a tech guy, but I know this project is getting a lot of hype, and it is performing well. And supposedly it's just like everything else. It's the big bad, Ethereum Solana killer. Hey, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But check this out, guys, because we are so early. Remember that. Look at this. This is the best performers for MEXC. This thing's up 119% right now. This morning it was up 159%. And I'm going to start stacking it. Now, I'm going to swing trade it, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And if it goes against me, great. I'll stack more. If it pumps right out of the gate once I enter into this trade, well, then I'll probably take profits and then start stacking it at another date. Now, that's just me. But, guys, this thing is a fair launch. It's a big difference. Now, let's look at the chart. Now, this is the monthly hourly. So, yes, this thing hasn't been around long, right? It's a new project, and it launched pretty hard, but nothing like, say, Matic and Solana and XRP back in the day. Nothing like that. Altcoins, the latest example. Altcoin was one of the last big VC-funded projects. I mean, the thing launched out at ran to $8, $28, and then it went all the way to $1. But it hasn't experienced a bull run either. And it would be easy to say, well, it's already moved up, like a 6x in a week or two. Guys, that's nothing in crypto. Now, again, not financial advice. Make your own decision up. But again, remember, XRP and projects like that are up like 32,000%. And people every day tell you it's still going to do 100x, which it's not going to do. But that's a whole nother story. But when I look at this chart, guys, that's the hourly. Look at the 30-minute starting to consolidate hard. Look at that flag. Now, hopefully it's going to keep consolidating. I'm going to keep watching it. You look at the 15 minutes. See how that's starting to stretch itself out, that flag, that pennant flag right there? Now let's look at the 5-minute. Yeah. See what I'm talking about? Let's look at something, guys. Look at this. Now this is the 5-minute. See that? Starting to form really nice. And see, when this forms, you can just go back up to the bigger patterns. You could probably take it from there, would be probably the best. Now, after a run up like that, if you can see these pink lines, after a run up like it's had, yes, it could form that pennant flag, and the next thing is it breaks out to the downside. But here's the thing, guys, and I want people to understand this. Stop looking at prices. Prices are irrelevant. It doesn't matter if it's $1 or $100,000 token. It's about the market cap. And anyone that tells you market cap doesn't matter, stop listening to them. They're not educated enough to be telling you anything, because math doesn't lie. And there's a thing called the average of large numbers. So let's think about it. If something has a 500,000 market cap, right? To take it to $1 billion market cap is nothing. So you get that explosive upside. What would that be? 20x, whatever it is. That's nothing to get to $1 billion in crypto for a legit project. But then you take a top 10 project that is, say, 50 billion. Well, guys, to do a 1x, it's got to come up with another $50 billion to 1x. So think about it. That's why you're not going to see Bitcoin do 100x in this bull run. It's mathematically impossible, ETF or not. You're not going to see that out of Solana. You're dang sure not going to see it out of XRP, which you hear that a lot. $10,000 XRP. Well, math laughs at that. Even $100 XRP is laughable in this bull run. You want to talk 10, 20 years, 100 years from now? Maybe. Anyway, guys, I say that to educate you and to help you. I founded this channel for people to make money. Yes, I'm here for the money, but I want you guys to make money. And it's these new projects that are already outperforming everything. And they haven't even got started good in the bull run. Man, I'm excited. I know I'm rambling, but check this out, guys. If you are bullish on KASPA, which I am, again, this has no FUD whatsoever with KASPA. I'm going to keep stacking it, probably the pullbacks all the way through the bull run. We'll just see how it plays out. But as good as KASPA is, as good as HBAR is, that's my old school bag. I love it. KASPA could. HBAR is not going to lead this bull run. Probably not even be in the top 250 tokens for gains. That's all I care about, guys. Gains. Do you really care about anything else? So if HBAR is going to do well, but if it's number 250 of the list of making the most money for people, well, I've already stacked it early, and I'm going to ride that 10x or so, and I'm going to get out and jump on a hotter, faster horse. And trust me when I tell you, guys, this bull run, when it starts heating up, that's when you're going to see just the phenomenal projects. There's a lot of projects waiting for the craziness before they launch, right? But look at what's coming. Guys, it shocks me how solid and how good these projects are. But you got to think about something. Technology is always, almost when you get a new iPhone, it's outdated, right? Technology moves at the sound of light, or the speed of light. You see what I'm saying? So, no matter how good the tech is, like the XRPL or whatever, these new projects are equal to way better. And even if they're not, this isn't a utility bull run. It's the speculation that they are. That's what we want. But now, this is about as realistic probability of a project doing like a 40x that is not hype. Again, not financial advice, but just bear with me. Do the math yourself. And here's why I harp on the older projects, guys, because, I'm here to fight misinformation. I work one-on-one with clients, and they get wrecked by these influencers just hyping these projects that mathematically can't do a 40x. Like XRP, can't do a 40x in this bull run. But let's look at probabilities. Check this out. If SHIDO just does what KASPA has done, KASPA's nothing in the big picture. It's brand new. KASPA hasn't even got started yet. Either has SHIDO. But if SHIDO just gets, now we're talking about in the next 2 years. And go research how good this project is, guys. Fair launch, hell of a team, all of that. But if it just does what KASPA has already done, guys, that's a 41x. Now, KASPA's pulled back a little bit. If it does what KASPA has done before it pulled back, that's a 52x. Now, let's talk real upside. And I love this honest probability, not this hyped up, please sign up for my channel probability. That stuff drives me insane. But think about this, guys. If KASPA's just getting started and they're comparable, which I believe they are, due to how it's launched and everything it's done, it looks like a brand new out-of-the-box KASPA. Well, when they both take off, this thing could do 100x. I have no doubt that KASPA could do a 50x from here. And this thing could outperform KASPA. Not saying it is, but if it just keeps pace or half of what KASPA does, it's still a phenomenal investment. Anyway, guys, I know I get hyped up. Hopefully that you can appreciate my excitement. And look, guys, I promise you, everything I tell you on this channel will have merit. I'm obviously not going to always get it right, and it's not financial advice, but I want to bring all these new projects to your attention because that's where the money is going to be made. Solana, Avalanche, Injective, those projects are phenomenal. They're great, but they've already pumped pretty hard, and they've already experienced their bull runs. They've made people countless amount of money, right? But these new projects are where it's at. Now, I'm not telling you to dump your old projects. Depends on where you got in at. But let's think about it, guys. Solana. If you buy Solana at $100, it's got a 3x its all-time high, right? For you to make a 10x. It's not what crypto's about. If you want a 10x, SHILO just did 150x overnight, guys, and it's early. KASPA's done way more than a 10x for the year, and I have no doubt that there's a good chance that KASPA does a 10x before the halving. Not saying it's going to happen, but in my opinion, for whatever this is worth, guys, and I'm just here to help you guys out and give you as much alpha as I can. AI. Gamify, Gamblefy, and these new projects that haven't experienced a bull run. That's where the meat and potatoes is going to be. Also, meme coins. Don't stack them for big dollars, but meme coins, guys, if you look around, I never thought I'd say this. I just created a meme coin video, which I'll leave a link down for that. But guys, meme coins have outperformed everything in the last year, and it looks like it may do it for 2024. So I'm not telling you to put half your bag or probably even more than 5 or 10% of your bag into meme coins, but don't overlook them. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Let me know what you think about SHIDO. Again, not FUD for KASPA. I love KASPA. I like Celestia. I like SWE, one of my biggest bags now. Been stacking it hard. Stacks is a great bag. Hasn't experienced a bull run. SHIDO hasn't experienced a bull run. Neon EVM hasn't experienced a bull run. Guys, this is going to be fun to watch these young, new projects rip. Anyway, that's my theory. Hope that helps. Guys, no matter what, come back and be part of this community. Take care.